So today we are gonna be watching some TikTok photography, that whether it be fails or other cool compilations. So let's get started. But without further ado, I need to bring on my guest, who has also been a photographer for quite some time, and he is actually the one that sent me these because he knew that I would be able to react really well to these. So without further ado, let's bring him on. What up, Aaron?
How's it going? Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
were on my last pre-recorded video, but this time we're in different homes and
Different locations.
power of technology, right?
Love it.
So, Aaron, before we get started, I was
Mhm.
on a clubhouse room like about a month and a half ago, and they were saying, and I was talking with, and it was all about TikTok. You know, everyone
Yeah,
knows about TikTok. TikTok is like the new craze,
the power of TikTok.
the power of TikTok, yes. And so, obviously, being a photographer, I was kind of like trying to, dabble in on this whole TikTok craze. And I talked to the guy that was like, he's really successful on TikTok. And I asked him a question, and he was like, "Bro, he's like, TikTok was made for photography." And so he's like, and he gave the best advice is like, just do like a before and after kind of thing. He's like, there's so many different ways you can go about this. So like, what are your thoughts really quickly before we watch these videos?
On photography on TikTok.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting because it's kind of become a little bit of a guilty pleasure to watch some of this photography stuff on TikTok. I really like street photography, and that can go really wrong if people don't like what you're doing. They can get after you. But sometimes it just produces some of the most amazing content, which we might see here today.
Yeah. Well, let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Oh, I've seen this guy. I've seen his TikToks.
Jeez. As a Halloweener, that's impressive makeup.
Okay, whoa. That is cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. We put it right down at the haunt.
That's really cool. Ooh, I like the smoke.
I've used those smoke bombs before. You have to be so careful with those. Yeah.
I'm curious to see what the end result's gonna be.
It's interesting because you got to wait for it.
Whoa!
Yeah, nice.
That
Look
is
at the
legit.
lighting.
That is legit.
I think that might not have been the best choice of color though, because it kind of reflects the light a little too much.
Yeah, especially the pink or the pinkish red was great.
Yeah,
but the yellow one was kind of. I would have gone with a different color.
it's intrusive.
And for those watching, we've actually had to mute these because there is copyrighted music on them. I don't want to get a copyright claim, and I don't want Aaron to get a copyright claim. So that one was really cool.
That was really cool.
So what do you?
That guy's really good photography though. That's kind of that street photography. That kid could have said no.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of followed that guy ever since I jumped on TikTok. Even when I just really wasn't even posting content, I was like, okay, well, I'll just jump on TikTok and see what this whole craze is about TikTok. And
Yeah.
I came across that guy's content. I'm like, this is legit. Like this guy
Yeah.
walks around California and just says like, hey, would you like a free photo session for like 15 minutes? Like,
Doesn't take that long.
that's cool. All right, on to the next one.
All right,
I am a
let's check it out.
photographer, and I took this photo.
All right, I gotta watch
Never
that again. Because, hang on, let me pause it real quickly. I'm just gonna bring it back to both of us. This is something that I have done quite a bit, and I'm sure you have done quite a bit, Aaron.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
Right
We always call that nighttime photography.
And I think the worst is like when your settings are off, and you just have to like really just go back and say like, oh crap, well I need to get this one photo of my client again really quickly. So you like, especially, I'm sure we'll probably come across some others like where people aren't being cooperative later on, but like, oh man, that's just embarrassing. Let's watch that again. That's just too funny.
I am a photographer, and I took this photo.
Did you see his face at the end? He's like,
Oh.
oops. Like, how many times does that happen to you over the span of using a camera?
At least 3 times a shoot.
So awkward.
Every single time you're like, yeah, that's a beautiful. I mean, now it's a beautiful shot.
Now it is. I even have my camera right here. Like, can you imagine, like, if you're just like in the middle of taking some photos, and all of a sudden you realize, like, my camera lens was off. I'm sorry, it was on, and I have to take all that over again. I'm sorry. I know your kids are really like just not wanting to do this. I'm sorry. We'll do this really quickly. Oh man, that's awkward.
I had something similar happen to that once, where I was taking this girl's photography, doing some photos for her down at the park that we did that last video at. And that guy's like sitting there like taking all these shots. I'm like, man, these are gonna turn out great. And she's like, she had nailed all of it. And then all of a sudden I looked down and realized that the cap was on the whole time. So I had to apologize, and we had to go back and redo a lot of that.
But did it turn out well?
It did turn out well. Eventually, when I found out that my camera works.
It also gave you a great story to tell people.
That is true.
All right. When you pay for professional pictures and get this.
Oh no.
Okay, so I actually had this happen to me. I was taking some photos of a client. This is like the Christmas 2019, so like right before COVID hit. I was running a special, like a Christmas special, like where you could get X number of photos for X amount of time, and you get like a free print of a certain size. And so this family that I took photos of, they met me, like they were coming from like Morgan, Utah, like so way up north in northern Utah. And so they had their youngest son with them, who was probably like 13, and then they had their older son who was, out of the house. He had his living girlfriend with him. And so the younger son was insistent on having his iPhone like in his front pocket.
Oh geez.
And this kid would not smile. He would just give this like, I've been arrested kind of look on his face. I mean, I'm a miracle worker, but in Photoshop it works miracles, but you can't get rid of a phone bulge.
Yeah.
I know that for many people who's probably watching this, they can agree with that, right?
Yeah. And you can't carry a mugshot either.
Exactly. But that's just awkward.
Oh, yeah. Either tired or hungry. That's what we always say.
Yep. How the photos came out. Oh.
Those are the perfect results right there.
Right? I gotta backtrack this just a little bit. Like you can just see the photographer. I mean, at least she's wearing a swimming suit in this.
Yeah.
But
is that a shoe?
Look at those.
Is that water coming out of a shoe?
I think my favorite one is that one, like right there, the last one. They both look like they're about to be like traumatized by something.
They're giving the best dirt faces, like.
All right, moving on. Let's go to the next one.
Can't fight against nature.
Oh no. There's those smoke bombs again that you're talking about.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're more like canisters. They're like tall and skinny, and they get hot really fast.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that was a pretty decent recovery considering the situation.
Yeah, at least he didn't like break the light bulb. It was just the umbrella part, like the light cover part, which is important.
Oh no!
But that's still embarrassing.
Yeah. Where's the photos? We want to see the photos. What's the aftermath?
I know. Where's the photos?
What the heck, bro?
What the heck?
Picture didn't happen. Well.
Okay, hang on. I want to rewind this real quickly because it says, I thought I would capture cute photos of my dog playing in water. Now, we all have smartphones. We like to take photos of our dogs. I'm guilty of it.
Yep.
So let's see what happens when they take the photo of this dog.
That's the best photo right there. That's actually not bad. It's like it's catching the water.
It was like it's just like about to hawk like a loogie or something.
Ah! Nah, like seriously, when I look at that, I just think of my own dog because she likes to spoil all of her photos. She's extremely photogenic, but she hates to get her photo taken. She knows when it's coming too. As soon as I start pulling out my phone and all, she's like, "No, you don't." And she'll move. She'll purposely ruin her own photos.
See, my family, my mom's dog, who I take a lot of photos of, he's a Siberian Husky.
Mm.
And he knows like when he's about to have a photo taken of him, and he always poses like with his butt facing towards the camera, and he's looking back like, check out this sweet action. And I'm just like, dude, or he'll just sit there and like he'll air out, and just like, why are you wanting me to take a photo of you airing out? Like, I don't understand this.
Because Huskies do what Huskies do.
Exactly, mind of their own. Well, that's funny. Oh, that was great.
I love that.
Ooh, drone fell.
Okay, no. Coming in
no.
hot.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, I gotta watch that again.
Someone's gonna have to be paying for some medical bills.
Can you imagine how bad that drone photographer probably felt?
Probably hurt like a mother.
Because those drones, they hurt when they run into you.
Yeah, I mean, it's also got a camera on it.
And it's probably going about at least a couple miles an hour, like when it's headed right for them. Look
Yeah.
how fast it's going towards them.
Zoom.
Oh, and it hit the husband.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like right in the ear.
Like right in the earlobe and everything.
You know, that's probably what makes it the worst is that you're not expecting that. You know, things hurt the worst when suddenly you just get sucker punched. It's way worse than when you see it coming, right?
Oh my gosh, that's just awkward. And can you imagine? I bet the rest of that shoot, that photographer's like, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure that husband probably had a bandage on his head for a little while.
They had to switch spots so that side is not facing the camera anymore.
And we all know that, like, we all have like our good sides and our bad sides. So that was probably husband's good side, and so they probably had to have the bad side from that point on.
So, a question for you on that: if that were to happen, would you offer him a discount after that?
Oh, of course, like without a doubt. Like, I would feel so bad. Like, I shot at least like one, maybe two weddings, and you know, even like when I went back through and I was editing the photos, like there were some photos, like I'm gonna be honest, like they just weren't salvageable.
Yeah.
And so I would definitely give them a discount, or like like I'm gonna give you like $50 back on what you paid me. So
yeah,
maybe more, like it depending on how extensive the injuries were.
Yeah. You know, before we go on, I actually do have a funny story about wedding photography really quick. So my neighbor last year, they had their daughter get married. Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where they were taking photos of them eating the cake, right? And what you would normally expect was the good old cliche, they grab the cake for each other and put it in each other's faces, the whole shebang. Nope. The cameraman sitting there snapping his shots and stuff like that goes behind them and knocks over a picture. And like the way that it was set up, they had like the tray with like the cake on it and then like two huge pictures. Like I'm talking like nearly the spanner size. But it was vertical. And as he was going across to get the shot of them putting the cake in the mouth, hit the easel that was holding up the picture, shattered glass over the entire thing. And
just imagine, like I'm sure that glass was when that glass broke, like I'm sure it was the loudest noise.
Everyone went quiet.
And it's just so awkward. It's just like, I'm just gonna go hide in a hole now. Like exactly, like the whole Deadpool thing, where it's just the whole moment, like.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh jeez.
Oh man, that's awkward. I feel bad for that camera guy.
No joke.
Oh. Okay, I want to bring this back to us real quickly. gonna pause that.
Don't.
Dear future photographers and current photographers, be mindful of your equipment. You have spent a ton of money on this equipment. That right there, that camera's probably destroyed. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like it's probably just trash now. And the mere fact that he set up he should have had 2 of the legs of the tripod on the step below, and then 1 of the legs, and then just the single one on top. Because Aaron, as you know, right here, DSLRs, they're heavy. They're heavy suckers.
They're very heavy, and they get heavy fast.
I mean, what was he thinking? Look at this.
Did he bump it?
I don't know. Let's look at it one more time.
Let's investigate 1 second here.
No, it just slipped.
Oh,
I feel bad for him though.
that does suck.
Like, oh man, use good judgment, people.
Yeah. At least before you walk away, like, make sure it's stable.
Yeah, there's actually weights that you can buy to put on the bottom of your tripod to help keep them more stable. And so that's definitely something that he probably should have invested in.
Yeah.
And a more heavy-duty tripod as well, because that one looked like it was pretty flimsy. Because if you look at it real quickly, you can see that. I mean, just look at it. It just looks flimsy.
It's Walmart special.
Exactly. All right, moving on.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh no! Oh! He looks at it like, is it okay?
I think he was more concerned about the lens.
Lens is a lot more easy to replace than camera body. Like, camera bodies are pricey. Like, there's some that go for over $3K.
Oh yeah.
That's bad.
He's lucky that it didn't get ran over. He could have just lost everything else.
Well, I know, because look at it. Let's watch it one more time. And you can tell this must have been like in the UK because of just the way.
Yeah. Like those double-decker buses.
Yeah. I mean, look how close that is.
Skin of your teeth, dude.
He'd be lucky if that thing was still functioning after that.
It might. I don't know if it was quite as bad a blow as that last one, but he's lucky it didn't get ran over.
Yeah.
Yikes.
All right, we got one more.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh, it's this guy again.
Oh, yes. That's a very good Joker.
Whoa, that is cool.
Yeah, that's a very good Joker. Like, even prop cards like that. Ah, jeez. Yo!
The lighting is amazing.
See, this is what I was talking about at the beginning. Like, some street photography adds this. Like, you can't get this anywhere else.
That's a great photo right there.
That's a good Joker face, too.
That's a good Joker face. Man, look at that.
Yeah.
Like,
he almost looks like Heath.
I know.
Dang.
That's just sinister.
He understands that.
I like how the focal point is just right there. You have the person in the background that's just kind of blurred out, and that's just...
I'm about to end this whole man's career.
That is so cool.
Wow.
So cool. I kind of want to watch it again. You want to watch it again real quick?
I am down.
I've actually heard this guy talk on Clubhouse before, this Alex guy.
Oh,
He's
really?
Like, super down-to-earth guy.
That's cool. That picture of the smoke coming out of his nose. He's really got the Heath Ledger mannerisms down.
Yeah, he does.
Like, it's that airiness of, like, I don't care, but, like, you're gonna die.
Yeah. I want to pause it right here because look at that. That is such a Joker sinister smile right there.
That's creepy.
You and I both have dressed up as the Joker for Halloween before. Like, I mean,
yeah,
that's just cool.
It's way cool. That is straight up almost like professional when it comes to like as a Joker. But I mean, obviously the photography is already a professional. But
yeah,
the Joker is incredible. Oh,
I just can't get enough of it. Like it's just
that picture right there. Yeah,
that one. I like the black and white ones. There's something about sometimes with black and white, it just makes it look so cool.
Yeah, it just gives it that extra level of grittiness.
All right. Well, so what were your thoughts on all of that, Aaron?
I mean, obviously, like, there's some incredible stuff, but, you know, I think the overall message behind this is just like, one, always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure that everything is stable and ready to go. And, man, there's some incredible photography, and sometimes you have to really make sure that you wait. Like, photography is a very much of a patience game. And some of those photographers that we saw here tonight absolutely showed the patience. And the ones that didn't, paid.
Yeah, like the one where he decided to try to do an angle shot with cement stairs, and look what happened to his DSLR camera body. It's probably just shot. He was probably so pissed at himself after that.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't broken, it probably was in the repair shop for some time.
Yeah, I bet he at least lost the lens, like, minimally. Like, that's bad.
You know, that's so cool. Like, I thought that last one was such a cool way to end it on. Because,
yeah.
like, just the joke, the mere fact, like, you had the Joker. Like, everyone knows the Joker, and everyone knows that those two fight all the time. And that just was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Aaron, do you have anything you want to add to that? Like, or Aaron actually just started his own YouTube channel. This guy.
You can see it right there. Oh, other way, right there. Killdeer25. Bingo.
Yep, Killdeer25.
Yeah, you can come over to my channel, check it out. It's we have a good time. I always make sure that people know that when you come to my channel that you are in control. I'm all about the audience and what they want. The other thing that I guess I would honestly say is just obviously as well, make sure that you subscribe to Tony over here. He's a good guy and he does some fun content. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do the whole shebang. Like, look at this content. This is good content. Come on.
And honestly, I can't say thank you enough to Aaron. I always get confused.
Yeah, it's always backwards, right?
There we go. Right there. This guy right here, because I've known him for a long time. You guys know that story. But yeah, if you guys are new here, and if you got value out of this, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see a part 2 of this, make sure you tell me in the comments below, because this is something I really like to do. I like to react to photography stuff, being a photographer.
I think we just do it. I think we just make it a series anyway.
All right, well, let's do it. Do you want to be my guest next time again, Aaron?
Yeah, every single time you want to do something and react to something like this, I'm down.
All right, let me know in the comments, guys, if you want to see Aaron on one of these react videos again. So big shout out to Aaron.
Thank you.
You can find him at Killdeer25, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.